So here on Sean's Entertainment, one of the things I like to do is clear the air. And right now I'm going to have a little interview, a little chat with Gemni. We're going to talk. We're going to settle our differences. We're going to get it out there and see what's going to go on. I'm just anticipating his call right now, and we're going to get live recorded. So we have all the evidence, the facts, the proof. And hopefully we can have a nice civilized station talk, agreement, whatever it is. Greeting, wishes, dishes. Just awaiting his call. Stay tuned. All right, we are live back. Sean's Entertainment. We are live with Gemni, a part of the IWC YWC. So much popularity in that community nowadays. And Gemni, let's just clarify that this is you.
Yeah, this is Gemni888.
Yep, there he is, live and living, well, not in living color, but, you know, we got him live here on the call. So here we are to discuss...
I was just going to say, it's an honor to be on your channel, and thank you for the chance.
And thank you very much. You know, I mean, you know, I do these kind of calls just so we can, you know, clear the air and, you know, just get over any differences or any disagreements or any negativity that, you know, there may be. Because when you do these kind of calls, you really get to know, you know, what the person is really, you know, all about and what they bring to the table. Because, you know, everyone on YouTube has their own way of going about things. You have your, you know, your DVD talks, and I have my opinions of rumors and news. And I know we haven't always seen eye to eye, and we've had our disagreements in the past. And that's why I do these calls, just so, you know, we can, you know, clear things up.
Yeah, no, I'm flattered. I'm marked for you and Lynn. I mean, you guys are killing it on YouTube, just being honest. I mean, 65,000 subscribers is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I was just wondering, because I mean, I know you've had a problem with, you said, you know, I've done a lot of trickery to get where I'm at and stuff, and I just wanted to get to the bottom of that, you know?
Well, I mean, it's hard for me to really knock you too much, because back in the day when my YouTube channel was a lot bigger than it is now, I used to do a lot of the same things, you know, like I made videos where I put plungers on my head, and I did all kinds of crazy seeing and trolling videos. So I totally understand where you're coming from. You know, I was surprised by that bully video. I was really surprised. I was like, shit, Sean really thinks I'm a bad guy, so I thought it might be a good idea to come on Skype and just let you know, like, what you see is, like, not always what you get. I'm just a wrestling fan. I do get upset at you sometimes, but I think everyone does. I mean, I do get mad, like, sometimes at you. Like, I get irritated, but I'm still subbed. I still watch every single one of your videos, so it's hard not to be a fan of yours. And you're kind of what makes the YWC cook, man. I mean, if you weren't on there, barely anyone would be uploading all the time, even though you get under a lot of people's skin.
Yeah, no, and I mean, you know, the funny part is, and you may not believe this, but before I had a YouTube account, I watched your stuff, because you were on here, what, 2008, 9, you were on here, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you what, I mean, in a way, I guess you could say you were an inspiration, because it's funny, because I would look at all these people, you were actually, I think, the first person I ever saw in the IWC on YouTube, and I'd come on here and I'd say to myself, you know, I can do what these guys are doing, because I'm a big wrestling fan like you are, and, you know, I know a lot of stuff like you do, and I'm saying, you know, I can do this. But when I came on here and then I started, you know, taking the channel in a horrible direction, doing storylines and drama, and that was just a bad time in my life, and that was just a time where, yeah, I guess it was about attention, but also I was in a depression at a time, and YouTube probably wasn't the best place for me during that time. So when I came on here and I took my channel in a direction that I didn't really actually mean to take it, because that's the thing with people on YouTube. That's what they all want out of me. All they want is news, rumors, and headlines. And then when people say, "Oh well, Sean throws up a thumbnail and he does misleading titles," listen, it's not my fault. And I know that was a problem with you saying, you know, one of your problems with me was, well, Sean, you're coming on here, you're misleading the people, you're saying that this is going to happen, and then it doesn't happen. Well, again, you know, I don't run the WWE. I don't dictate what they do. The WWE, as you know, they change plans, you know, just like that. You know, I have no control over the way that the WWE, you know, wants to go from one plan to the next, or change things from 1 minute to the next minute. So, I mean, when I put up a title and it doesn't come true, once again, you know, that's not my fault. So I don't want people to think that I'm doing this just for money. Yes, this is my job, and this is what I love to do. But people need to realize that, you know, I was on YouTube long before money was involved. You know, I had to work my ass off to get a contract with Machinima. Back when Machinima wasn't giving out contracts like candy, you had to bust your ass to get a machinima contract, and that's exactly what I did. And I know there's a lot of people that'll say, well, Sean, some of the stuff you talk about does happen. But once again, people need to realize that I'm not the reporter. I'm just somebody with an opinion, and I offer my own expertise or my own analysis, my own commentary, of the news and the rumors and the headlines. And as far as like thumbnails go, I'm just using what I can use to my arsenal. I mean, I'm just going within the guidelines of YouTube. I mean, Machinima says I can use certain thumbnails. So when people come on here and say, well, Sean, you're using these kind of thumbnails that are throwing people off just to drive up the viewership, I'm just using the thumbnails that the video is about. So if the title's about, say, John Cena, I throw John Cena in the thumbnail, and it's not like I put, John Cena's in a match right now, here's the full match. I don't do that. I'll offer my commentary of the match, but I don't, upload the full match. You know what I'm saying?
No, hey, it's a dog-eat-dog world, man, and you're doing what you have to do. I mean, hey, your WrestleMania 31 stuff was awesome. I mean, even though, I was there live and I wasn't recording videos and stuff, I mean, it was cool, even though you're way on the East Coast. It's cool that, you still had passion and you were, way back there, but you still felt like WrestleMania 31 and how awesome it was to be there live. No, I know you got a lot of passion, and, hey, look, if YouTube was my full-time job, I would probably do a lot of things different, too. I'd probably be doing whatever it takes to get people to watch. I mean, especially, I can tell you I don't make that much money off of YouTube and stuff, but I can tell you when you get that check every month in your PayPal or whatever, I can tell you it feels good, when you get that money in. It feels really good. So I can understand, what you're doing and stuff. I used to be the same way, dude. I used to do whatever I could do to get people to watch, too, but I got tired of people hating on me, and I got tired of just getting trolled to death in those hate videos and stuff. So I was like, well, I got to clean it up because, everybody was making hate videos on me and stuff and a lot of dislikes. And that was hard. That was really hard to deal with when I used to make Cena trolling videos was all the hate I used to get. I used to get, one video I made, where I did this little Shakespeare gimmick with John Cena, and I got, 270 dislikes. And it was hard, so that's why I try to stay away from that stuff now, because I don't want all the hate videos. And I know that you deal with a lot of hate videos on there. I mean, does it hurt your feelings when all those people make all those hate videos and stuff?
I mean, the thing is this, people don't, if these people would take a minute to just know what I'm all about, if they were to do what you're doing right now and being a man, and call me in a live Skype call like I'm glad that Boston fan did, and a variety of different other people in the IWC YWC did, and I'm very happy about that because that is a big weight lifted off my shoulders because, like I said, a lot of people have the wrong perception, the wrong reality about me. They think about these different things and they think, oh, I'm just on here to get money and be famous and all that. No. I really am a passionate wrestling fan, so when I do see all these hater videos on me, because, I mean, I saw it, I'm sure you enjoyed Undertaker Freak burying me and ranting on me. I'm sure you love that video, right?
Actually, to be honest with you, I got uncomfortable about halfway through it and turned it off. I was really uncomfortable with the way that whole situation went down. And
he was not professional. He was not professional at all.
I knew if you and me got on Skype, I didn't want to go that direction. I felt like, honestly, and I might get heat on this, but I felt like he was very condescending, burping in your ear and stuff. I just felt like he was a little bit rude towards you. I know he called you out on some stuff, and I know that was his attempt to give you a prison beating and bury you and stuff, but I thought he came off a bit rude, and I was uncomfortable. And I actually, truth be told, for everyone watching, I turned it off. I was uncomfortable. I was like, I can't sit here for an hour and a half and watch this uncomfortable stuff happen. It was really uncomfortable for me to watch. I hated to see it. I liked the one you did with Big Ray more than the one you did with Undertaker Freak.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, I like things to be a little bit professional. It's funny because, when I did start that Skype call with Undertaker Freak, the thing is, I went into that blind. I went into that thinking, okay, this is going to be a cool interview. It's going to be professional. You know, and I mean, I realized he wanted to call me out on a couple of things. But, you know, like you said, he went a little bit over the edge. And that's why I started raising my voice, because he was starting to get on my nerves, because it was nowhere near professional. I mean, he was just out there to make me look bad and bury me. But, you know, I'm used to being buried and ranted on and hated on. Listen, I think I actually took your... Listen, long before, like I said, I was on YouTube, you were the one I watched. And like I said, I understand that you went through a lot of crap that I did. But what happened was, I think when you went off YouTube, well, I know you're back on now, what happened is I think I kind of took your spot. And then all of a sudden, you know, it almost got just as bad, the heat and the hate. And I know some of that I brought on myself. Like you said, with your Cena videos, your trolling videos, you know, you kind of brought that on yourself. But sometimes it gets over the edge. Sometimes people take it as, oh, this is real stuff. Like when I did storylines, in my opinion, this is what it is. It's your own channel, so you can pretty much do what you want on your channel. If you want to run storylines or, you know, troll people, you know, that's your prerogative. You can do that. But you see, the thing with my subscribers is they are so used to me doing news and rumors that if I go to do storylines, they get mad and they get, you know, annoyed at me. So that's why I've really tried to go away from drama and storylines, and I'm trying to take my channel in a more professional manner. So definitely in the future, when I do interviews with people, I'm gonna do some research so I know I'm not gonna get buried on the call or disrespected. Because I understood what that whole thing was about. It was just to throw me under the bus and make me look bad. And the bottom line is, at the end of the day, you know, I am doing what I have to do on here to survive and thrive. And I mean, in my opinion, now that I've gone away from, you know, drama and storylines, and I'm just giving my views and my expertise on rumors and news, which is what my bread and butter is on YouTube.com, I think I'm doing pretty well with that right now. And like I said, I think a big thing is, though, is when something doesn't happen and then they come and blame me and say, oh, Sean, you know, you misled people, you put up fake titles and fake thumbnails. Listen, I'm just putting what's relative to the video. I'm just putting up what's being said. I mean, I put the link in the description. You know, I don't know what more people want, but for people to come on here and do all these rants on me, if they really took the time to talk to me and, you know, in a live call like you're doing, everything would be okay, because people paint me to be this bad guy. I'm not a bad guy. As you can tell, you know, I'm talking to you on the phone as a genuine, nice guy. You're a good guy. We're on here as two wrestling fans. And like I said, we've had our disagreements. We haven't seen eye to eye in a whole hell of a lot of things over the last few years. But at least now we're coming halfway in knowing that we are just two wrestling fans with passion. And we're coming on here and we're just giving our views and our opinions at the end of the day.
Hey, you don't have to, I mean, hey, you and Lynn are friends to me, you know, I mean, I consider you both friends, you know, hey, Sean, I mean, you're not doing anything different on YouTube that I haven't considered doing a million times. You know, I check my view count, I check my sub count, and I'm like, damn, I gotta turn up the dial, I gotta turn up the intensity, and I gotta start getting more outside the box, and I gotta start doing things to try to compete with Sean and stuff. And you're not doing anything that anyone else wouldn't do if that's how they fed their family and that's how they paid their bills. You're not doing anything that anyone else wouldn't do. And what you're doing is working. My advice, though, would be to be careful, you know, about possible, like, real-life trolling, because that's something that happened to me in 2010. It forced me to leave YouTube. Was real life trolling when things crossed over the line from YouTube to real life, you know, calls to my work, and people call my boss at work and asking for Gemini and stuff. And so you got to be real careful about just being safe on there and watching who you trust and watching who you talk to, because there's a lot of people that will cross over from YouTube and take this stuff to real life. There's a lot of crazy people on there that you really gotta watch, and I think that that's another reason why I toned down a lot of those crazy videos, because some of the YouTube stuff was crossing into real life, and it's scary when you think that there's someone out there that might cause a real life confrontation with you, especially when you're not a confrontational guy. So I'll end that little thing by just saying, dude, be careful, man. I mean, be careful, because unfortunately, I'm gonna tell you the truth. You got a bad rep, and there's a lot of crazy fuckers on there, and you gotta watch. You gotta be careful. You know, you got a girlfriend to protect. You got a family. You got a future. Young guy in your mid-20s. Just be careful at what you do. You know, don't cross the line too much, man. If
Yeah,
that makes
and,
sense.
and you know what? That's great advice to me, and I'm pretty glad that you just said that, because you're talking about how people called your work. Well, this is already crossing over to real life for me, because you have people sending a box of pizzas, and I know this isn't like scary or bad, but the fact that people trace my IP address, and the fact that they send 20 boxes of pizza to my front door at 11 p.m. at night on more than one occasion is kind of ridiculous to me. And I know that's not something that's like horrible, but the fact that, first of all, I'm not going to pay for 20 boxes of pizza, for two people. I mean, Jesus Christ. And now the fact that some people actually know where we live, I'll tell you, it's already scary, Gemini. It's already scary. But here's the thing. That's why, you gotta, have your senses about you, and that's why you gotta be protected in these kind of circumstances, because no, even though I've went away from drama, and I've went away from trolling, and I've went away from storylines, now that I'm becoming a name on here, now people are hating on me because I'm becoming a name. And that's the thing now. There's also another perception that I don't talk, and this is what the consensus says. I don't talk to the smaller time YouTubers. Well, here I am. I'm talking to you. I've talked to Boston Fan. I've talked to that other kid at Double Z TV. I've talked to a variety of small-time YouTubers, as they're called. And I mean, I give you a shout-out in one of my videos at one point. So, I mean, for people to say that I just care about myself, and that I don't care about the small YouTubers here, and that I'm not trying, and I'm trying to, and that's another thing. Bruce Blitz got taken off YouTube or something, and all these people getting taken off YouTube, everyone blaming me, saying that I flagged them down, and that I'm jealous of them. What do I have to be jealous of? I have 65,000 subscribers that I worked my ass off to get to. I mean, I put countless hours, countless time into my videos, and to get where I'm at, it's not like I'm lazy. It's not like I'm some kind of couch potato. I mean, I have done my research. I have done my work. I have built myself up to get where I'm at. And, that's the thing. Everyone's going to have their haters, and especially when you get to 65,000 subscribers. It's already scary for me, Gemini, because, like I said, people are already tracing my account, and some people already know my phone number. They'll call my number at 3 o'clock in the morning to wake me up. I have to disconnect my phone line. So I'm already at that level already. It's sad, but that's the life we live in 2015. That's the kind of thing you get, I guess. I guess it goes along with the territory.
Well, I was just gonna say, just one of the things that could rub people the wrong way, and this isn't me criticizing you, but one of the things that could rub people the wrong way is some people think that when you say that you have 65,000 subscribers, some people think that, like, oh, Sean thinks he's better than me because he has 65,000 subscribers. So point being on that, just stay humble, stay grateful for those subscribers. Just remember how hard it is to get 65,000 subscribers. I mean, I've recorded like 750 videos, like pretty good videos too, not like just crap. And I only have like 2,700 or something only, I should say. And that's actually a lot. Just stay humble, stay grateful, and remember that 65,000 is just a number on a website on the internet, and it doesn't empower you to think like I'm better. I'm 65. I'm better than that channel. I'm better than that channel. It's only a number. Look at it more of a way to have an opportunity to put your name out there and put your channel out there. I mean, it feels good when you get subs. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but just remember, having subs isn't everything. Okay.
No, listen, I am very thankful and grateful. I mean, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but I come on here every 1,000 subscribers, and I thank the subscribers because I realize how thankful and how lucky and how fortunate that I am. And I don't come on here and say, oh, I'm better than this guy, I'm better than that guy. I'll come on here and I think this. I love the subscribers. I love the support. The subscribers to me are a big deal because it was never my plan to make this my job. It was never, I didn't wake up one day and say, oh, well, I'm going to make YouTube my job. This is going to be my life. This is my future. This is my dream. I didn't wake up one day thinking that this was going to be a way of life for me. But it's because of the subscribers and viewers that made this my life. And that is why I do on occasions, and I'm not trying to come off as, with a big ego or a big head. I'm confident in my abilities nowadays because it's a whole different set of circumstances in 2015. And I don't want people to think that just because I have 65,000 subscribers, once again, here I am. I'm giving other people opportunities. It's not like I got this big ego thinking, oh, I'm better than this guy because I have 65,000. Listen, I say it all the time. I say that I am still a small fish in a big pond in the scheme of things because, you got PewDiePie on here, you got Jenna Marbles on here. They have millions of subscribers, so I'm still really relatively a nobody. I'm not famous. I'm not popular. I'm not well known. If you were to go on the streets and ask somebody, hey, who's Sean's View Entertainment, they wouldn't know who the hell I am from a hole in the wall. So I still have a long way to go. But at this point in my career on YouTube, I am very thankful and I am very grateful for the support and the subscribers and the comments that they give me because, once again, I can come on here and give my view and my opinion of all the news and the rumors in the world, but it doesn't make a damn if the subscribers are not watching you. And at the end of the day, it is the subscribers that can either make or break you, and that's how I look at it. And the subscribers right now are making me a name on YouTube.com. And once again, I'm not here to come on here and tout my success. They made it that way. I didn't make it that way. The subscribers have made it this way. Sure, I have a hand in it because I upload content, hour by hour, and I do put a lot of time and effort into this. I devote all my time to this. But at no time am I ever going to think that I'm better than the subscribers or that I'm the only reason why I'm where I am right now. Listen, everyone has their own way about going about things. And the way I go about things is, obviously, if you go to my channel, you'll realize right off the bat that it's called Sean's View Entertainment, where I just give my views, and I think there are, and I know you're not jealous, and nobody has no need to be jealous of me. Listen, people in the internet wrestling community, they think that, oh, well, Sean's got the subscriber amount, and, we're jealous and this and that. Listen, whether it's about jealousy or animosity, the bottom line is if people would do what you're doing right now in a call, they would realize what I am truly all about when all the smoke and mirrors are all said and done. You realize what this is all about, and it's all about an opinion. It's all about our passion for wrestling. And listen, if someone gets lucky enough like I was, listen, I think it's all about being in the right place at the right time. I think that I was in the right place at the right time with the right circumstance, and that's why I have 65,000 subscribers. But at no time, listen, if I were to one day get 1 million subscribers, I wouldn't come on here and say, oh, I'm better than this guy and I'm better than that guy. Listen, not everybody can make YouTube their job, and I realize this, and that is where I always go back and say, you know what? You have to be humble, like you were saying to me before, and that is great expertise advice on your end. And, that's great advice from you. And like I said, had you not been, trolled and, got hated so much, you probably would have 20,000 subscribers right about now yourself. Because I know what you put into this channel. I know what you did on YouTube. Like I said, I watched you for a long time. And I was actually pretty sad when you were, when you left YouTube. I was like, oh boy, well what's going to happen now? Because, like I said, without me in the community and when you were in the community, there was a lot of downtime there. And for people to come on here and say, well, Sean's the cancer of the community. Here I am doing live Skype calls or interviews, and I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to, I'm sacrificing a lot to do what I'm doing on here. And to get to the level I'm at, to me, it's actually still shocking, to tell you the truth, because, I mean, like I said, this was never, this was never the plan. I was probably supposed to go out and get a part-time or a full-time job just like anyone else out there. But, thanks to the subscribers, they made it that I don't have to do that. And for them, I wake up every day thankful that I can come on here and give my view and my opinion, although, once again, it goes with the territory of, all the hate and the detractors you get. But you got to just try to, I guess, move on from that and shift your the positiveness in another direction, I guess.
Well, let me just warn you about crashing and burning, because I was driving a truck in 2010, and when I closed my account, and I was driving the truck, and I was in a grocery store parking lot delivering, whatever, metal, or I was delivering something. And
so you drove for a truck company?
What's that? Yeah, I drove a truck for a while, back in 2010. And I sat in the parking lot, and I was on a break, and I was eating a sandwich. And I turned on YouTube,
You know, and I mean, my channel at this point is red hot. I mean, it's on fire. I mean, the videos are drawing in thousands and thousands of people, and subscribers are going through the roof. And as I watched some guy talking about how he was going to come to my house and he was going to kill me and this and that. And I made the decision at that point to delete my account, and I did a lot of the shock tactics. I did a lot of the trolling tactics. I did a lot of things to get people's attention, but I crashed and burned hard in that truck, in that grocery store parking lot, delivering, you know, it was wood or something. I crashed and burned that day hard, and John, I hope you don't crash and burn, you know, like I did, because I learned a hard life lesson, and it took me a long time to come back from it. Just don't crash and burn. My advice, not that you needed my advice, I mean, you know what you're doing. You're almost 30 years old. But my advice would probably be just be careful with your content. Keep working on trying to clean your rep up like you've been doing, like you're doing with me. You know, focus on family, focus on your girlfriend, focus on the important stuff in life. And just, YouTube's a part of your life, but just be careful and know that you have my blessing, and I back you up. You know, I back you up. You know, I back you up. I back you up. I support you. You know, I'm subscribed to your channel, and I don't listen to people when they talk crap about you. You can't change their opinion, because a lot of people, and I'm going to say it, I'm going to get heat for it, you know, from Peter Gilmore and a lot of guys, and I'm probably going to get a message from him because I'm friends with him on Facebook too, and I'm not saying Peter is, but I'm saying a lot of people are really jealous of all your success, but they're not willing to put in the hard work that you put in as well, and they're not, look, you dedicated yourself to it, and you have a lot of success, so I'll just say in closing on that, you have my blessing, you know, and I hope that you can get 100,000 subscribers. That would be really cool, but it's not luck, it's not circumstances, it's not the right time. Dude, you earned it because you were willing to upload more videos and work harder than anyone else. And plus, you stay relevant with your content. You're not out of date. Like, I'll make a WCW video just for the sake of getting the WCW memory out there, and 50 people will watch it. But you stay relevant to current content, and you do video game play like Mortal Kombat. I was watching you and Lynn go at it, and that was pretty cool. You know, I have to admit, it was cutting edge. It was 2000. You're what's happening in 2015. So you guys are doing good, man. So just keep doing what you're doing, and just be really careful. And you know, if you need to take a break because it gets too hot on there, take a break and walk away for a week or something if it gets too hot and heavy. And you know, and if you've offended a lot of people, you know, sometimes apology videos are good too. I know that some people have a hard time apologizing, but sometimes if you apologize, like, about being abrasive, or like, hey, if I came off the wrong way, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to support my family, maybe people would look at it in a new light. If, you know, not that you have anything to apologize for, but if you wanted to clean it up, maybe just like an apology video, because, you know, no offense, but dude, you rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. A lot of people just, oh my God, you rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, Sean, and I did the same thing. But maybe just let people know, like, in video form, that you're not such a bad guy, because I don't think you are. I wouldn't have called you if I thought you were a scumbag. I wouldn't have called you. Well, just some thoughts.
Yeah, no, and once again, I love the advice that you're giving me, and, you know, because, like I said, you were on here long before I was even thought of, and, you know, it's nice to know that there are some nice people out there still that do support me, and like I said, if I could talk to all my haters and detractors that think these horrible things and paint me this picture in a bad way, they would really know, you know, what I'm truly all about. And as far as, like, you know, saying sorry and stuff, I mean, I've come on here many times. Well, this is when I was in a bad time in my life, and I was doing all the storylines on here and everything, and I was trying to gain attention by all the wrong means, and I apologize week after week, and then it got to the point where, oh, well, we can't take this guy Sean at face value because he apologizes every single week. But I mean, maybe now that I've, like you said, I've cleared my channel up, I've taken my channel in a more professional manner, and maybe now it would be a good time to make a video, you know, just to let everyone know about what is being said. And actually, hold on one second. You know, the thing about the only thing I want to clear up with you though, real quick, is like the comments, like on the Undertaker Freak video, you said, well, it would have been good if Sean would have just said the truth. Like, I didn't know what you meant by that.
Okay, well, that comment, I felt like, honestly, I felt my reasoning behind it, I felt like Undertaker Freak was trying to be really real with you, and I felt like you were, like, gimmicking him with your YouTube stuff, and I was like, well, my observation was Sean needs to just put his guard down and just be himself and not gimmick this guy, and I think that's what the Undertaker Freak was getting upset about. I think he thought you were gimmicking him with your, you know, you do a lot of, like, fancy stuff on your channel, fancy words and fancy, you know, this and that, and I think he thought you were gimmicking him, so I was like, well, Sean shouldn't have tried to gimmick him. Sean should have just let his guard down, but it was kind of hard when he, at the same time, was being extremely rude to you and intentionally poking the bear with you, which he was. He was burping in your ear. He was calling you a douchebag, and, you know, I mean, even the title of the video, Prison Beating, was unnecessary. I guess one mistake in that video that I thought you made was, I thought you said, and this is my opinion, but I was like, well, you said I have 65,000 subscribers, you only have 40,000, and I'm giving you the time of day. And as I was watching it, I was like, oh shit, Sean shouldn't have said that. This Undertaker Freak guy is going to eat him alive because he's as opinionated as you are. And that's what rubs people the wrong way with you, is you're very opinionated. And I think that you come off the wrong way on YouTube to a lot of people. I think you just get under a lot of people's skin with your opinions. You know, but shit, probably if they saw you at WrestleMania or something, they'd probably come up to you and shake your hand. You know, they'd probably just being dicks on YouTube just for the sake of being dicks, like they are to John Cena when he wrestles and stuff. They're just being dicks for the sake of being dicks. So that was my thinking. I thought you were in gimmick form. I thought you were all about the Sean's Views YouTube channel, and he was just trying to talk to you like a real person. So probably shouldn't have made that comment, so I'll apologize to you on that. I'm sorry about that.
No, and you know, the reason why I was being an ass to him was because oh, you still there?
Yeah.
Okay. No, the reason why I did that, because he was, you know, like I said, he wasn't being the most nice person to me, so I decided to be an ass like he was, and I said, well, listen, I have 65,000 subscribers, and I don't normally say that. I really don't, because like I said, again, I am very appreciative of all my subscribers, and I realize I'm very lucky to be in this spot that I am right now. But when people are going to be a douchebag to me or condescending, or they're going to, you know, be ass backwards, or they're doing, you know, they're not giving they're not giving the impression, but the intent is there to try to bury you or make you look bad. And I know that's what that was all about with him. Like I said, I wish I would have done my research before going into that gig, because if I would have known that he was going to try to throw me under the bus and do all these different things, then I wouldn't have never accepted the interview, because like I said, that guy does not understand. You know, I mean, I don't know how many different languages or how many different ways I had to say, listen, guy, I give my opinion of rumors and news and gossip. What the hell is the problem with that? And he just doesn't understand. Some people just don't. They can't get it through their minds about what it is I do. People think that I make up this stuff in my head, and then I put it on YouTube, and that's how I do the stuff. No, that's not how I operate. Maybe in the past, when I was in a bad time, in a bad spot in my life, maybe I did those things to try to gain attention and all that. But since then, I have improved my channel leaps and bounds above of what I used to do. And, you know, that, and of course, everyone's going to go back to the whole exposing incident, which was just another bad, I mean, listen, just like you went through all the bullying and the harassing and the hate and all that other stuff, I mean, it's like I said, it's like I kind of took your spot over with all the hate and the discrimination and all that crap that you get. and it got to a point where people talking about my freaking cock. I mean, what the hell does it give anybody the right to come on here and talk about someone's private parts? I mean, really? It's to a point where it's actually sick. It's actually sickening that people, they get this perception about you when they don't even know you in real life. Like you said, if someone were to meet me at a WWE event, they would probably come up to me and say, well, this Sean guy's a cool guy. You know, this is a guy I'd meet in the bar for a couple of drinks or something. And I'll tell you right now, if I would have saw you at WrestleMania, you and me would have hit it off just perfectly.
Yeah, I'm not a confrontational guy. You know, I'm just, when somebody comes up to me at WrestleCon or WrestleMania, if they watch my videos on YouTube, I'm flattered. The whole you know, whipping your wiener out thing, I wouldn't feel too bad about it, dude. You didn't do anything in that video that a million guys growing their YouTube channel haven't thought about doing. I mean, they can say whatever they want about you whipping your dick out and stuff, but you didn't do anything that anybody who was trying to grow their YouTube channel wouldn't have done. I mean, and then that's the truth. I mean, I'm not standing up for it. I wouldn't do it myself because I wouldn't want all the videos made on it, but you didn't do anything that a lot of guys wouldn't do if they were trying to grow their, YouTube channel. I mean, I've done a million crazy things. I mean, I've done videos where I wore a John Cena skirt, you know, and I was a John Cena cheerleader and shit. I mean, I've done Ninja Turtle videos. I've done all kinds of stupid shit, too. YouTube's a way to garner attention on yourself, and all that thing is just for someone. It's just a way for someone to get on your case about it, you know. And you were trying to grow your YouTube channel, and hell, I mean, whether people like it or not, you know, it worked, man. Because I mean, you got famous on there from it. I mean, maybe it was in the wrong way, but a lot of people have got famous in the wrong way. So someone who's trying to grow their YouTube channel and someone who's trying to get famous on YouTube and make money, I mean, whatever you did, dude, I mean, it worked, but you don't do that anymore, and it's all your hard work that what really makes people want to watch. Just don't worry about when someone makes that comment at you. It's all they got. It's all they can really get on your case for. I mean, some of those videos where you burn yourself in the shower was actually pretty funny. It was pretty entertaining, and then when you had all the pills on the desk, you know, that was pretty damn funny.
Yeah, people, like I said, they'll watch those guys, and that's the thing. All these things that we're talking about, you know, they'll always bring it up. It'll always be a bleep on the radar, and it's funny because these things happened 2, 3, 4 years ago, and it's like people will always remember that. They'll go back to that one time, and that's the thing. If I ever did get to 100,000 subscribers, that would be, you know, people, you know, it's funny because, like I said, you look my name up on YouTube, and the amount of hate videos and death threats and criticism and whatever, and backlash that I get, I mean, I'm sure you already know all about it. I mean, you went through it, you know exactly what I deal with, but it's almost as if it's even worse, because when you get 65,000, I mean, like you said, it's scary. It really is, because, and once again, I'm not to go back to the number, but it is worse. I mean, that's just, it goes along with the territory. When you get more subscribers, you're going to get more hate, you're going to get more trolls, you're going to get more death threats. And that's just the way it is, but you like John Cena says, you have to rise above it. You just have to rise above. And speaking about John Cena, just before we wrap this up here, I just wanted to ask you, so are you really a John Cena fan?
Yeah, not as much as I was. I was a big John Cena fan. What turned me on to John Cena was I got a chance to see him wrestle at WrestleMania 22 and 23 live. I was at both those events, and I really started liking him and started collecting the gear and stuff. And I can't say I'm into Cena as much as I was, but I used to be like the big John Cena fan, like every match. But he got kind of stale, to be honest. Like, I really wanted him to turn heel on The Rock a few years ago at WrestleMania.
He was supposed to.
Yeah, I heard he was supposed to, so. But yeah, hey, will you do me a favor though, Sean?
Sure.
Hey, I busted out a couple new videos today. If you get a chance, will you check those out and let me know what you think about them?
Yeah, sure. And, you know, it would be nice, too, on your end if you could just do a video, you know, whenever you want, whenever you have time, and just say that, you know, me and Sean finally had this. I mean, I'm putting this on YouTube anyways, but just so people know on your channel, your subscribers, because to tell you the truth, I get a lot of your subscribers that come over to me, and after the videos we did back and forth, and they, like I said, I just want everyone to know that you and me are now good. I mean, I'm going to put my video up, and then I want you to put a video up just saying, listen, we had this great discussion, you know, we cleared the air, and now, you know, we're good now.
Oh, I will, for sure. You know, actually, it'd probably just be like a short video because it takes me like a long time to upload. So it might just be like 2 minutes or something because it takes like, I don't know, I record in high def, so it takes forever to upload. But yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll make the video and then I'll tell people to make sure to check your channel out and watch the video because it's coming soon. Sean will upload it. So I'll let them know that everything is good and there's no beef there and stuff, so don't even worry about that. So thanks for calling me. You know, I wish you and Lynn the best, and I look forward to connecting with you guys in the future. So thank you for calling me. I appreciate it.
No, and to tell you the truth, Gemni, it's an honor for me because, like I said, you were one of the first people I watched on here, you know, before I was even thought of on YouTube.com, and to talk to you, I mean, hey, like I said, you would be someone that would definitely, without a doubt, in my mind, in my opinion, at least have 20,000 subscribers by this point if you didn't have to go through, you know, all the crap that you did. But like you said, you know, it is what it is. We've both moved on now. You know, we're looking to bigger and better things. And, you know, we're just on here as two wrestling fans giving our opinions, our views. And if people don't like it, we don't have no gun to their head forcing them to watch.
All right, then. Well, I'll connect with you guys on Facebook, and I'll be in touch, and I'll catch up with you guys soon, okay?
All right, bud. Thanks for your time, and you know, it was a joy talking to you, and I'm sure, you know, we'll talk again in the future.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too, bud.
Bye.
Well, that went pretty damn well. That went a lot better than I thought. It was an awesome interview. So your comments, your opinions, Gemini, go check him out right now. For those of you who think I don't talk about the smaller time people, that's what the consensus says. That's what the people say, that I don't give other people a chance and opportunity. I just gave Gemini a great opportunity for us to not only talk wrestling, but to clear the air, and that's what I'm all about. If people would just come to me at face value and talk to me and give me the time on Skype or a live call or a chat or a Google Hangouts, if you just gave me the time and we can talk like two people in an interview that would actually be mature and wouldn't lead to a bunch of drama. If we can just clear things up, this community would be a lot better if we could just all come together. But there's just a certain amount of people in this community that just don't get it, and they just don't understand, and they're a little bit out of touch, and all they see is smoke and mirrors. So I'm glad that me and Gemini had this interview. I think it went over well. I think it was good. I think it was solid. And I think I feel a lot much more better about the situation now. And I will do this with anybody and everybody that wants to clear the air or talk with me or clear up any different, you know, feelings or misconceptions. I'll do these kind of videos because I'm real, I'm upfront, and that's what I do. That's what I'm all about. That's what I bring to the table. Thank you for watching. Subscribe.